I'll just put this into perspective. Right before starting this, I made a $50 BeatStars sale, premium license, whatever. Over the next 3 days out here, I'm probably gonna not even spend $50. So that shows how cheap it is to live out here. And I'm living a good fucking lifestyle. The beach is right there. Pretty fucking crazy. So 1 month ago, on this exact day of recording, I was back at home in my hometown with my friends on our final night out. I was feeling a bit nervous, I was like, damn, I didn't think I was actually going to make it here. It was all just this thought I've had for a very long time, but I didn't actually think I would make it. And I started to get nervous, because everybody was telling me, you go to this foreign country by yourself, are you going to be safe? Are you not going to be lonely? Are you going to have enough money to survive? Are you going to be happy? So I start getting these thoughts of like, shit, what if I don't like it? But I ignore it. And I still get on the over 24 hours of travel time. 12-hour flight, a couple hour layover, another like 7 hours, and like a couple hour Uber to get to where I was at. And eventually, we made it here. 1 month later, I'll just tell you right now, it was all fucking worth it. 100% worth it. Not even close to what all these people were saying. And I think every single person watching this right now should leave their hometown at least for a little bit. So yeah, that is my little story time so far. That's what I've been doing for the past month. And there's a few topics I wanted to get on. This isn't one of my normal videos, it is, I'll kind of relate it to producing, but it's more of just a life video, And why did I decide to do this? Well, a year and a half ago, I seen these videos of people talking about, oh, I moved abroad and like my life is so much better. So I was like, shit, this might be worth it. And I really started to think about it. I'm only 20 years old and I've lived at home my entire life with the parents. So I was like, damn, this might actually be very beneficial if I go live by myself for some time. It might teach me a lot about life. And it certainly has. It certainly has. Because there's a lot of things that you don't even think about when you're living under somebody else's, with somebody else. So that's probably the first thing I would say, is that you mature a lot faster. I've always been a mature person, I'd say, but you really start to get a grip on life. You start to figure some things out. My first couple weeks here, I was literally all over the place, didn't really know what was going on, getting lost out of the routine, wasn't productive in music or business, but eventually I just kind of like snapped into it, and I was like, damn, this is my life now, and if I want to keep this up, I got to be consistent. So got back into things, and for now, the past couple weeks have been going very, very well. Second thing I'll say is that the lifestyle is way better. People think, you're in like a third world country that is going to be shit, but nah, man, and I'll tell you why. You come to a foreign country like Thailand and you're selling beats, even if you're just making like $1,000 a month, you could live a pretty good life for that out here. So I come here and I'm pretty much rich. At home, I'm not shit, but I come here and I'm fucking rich. So I'm eating good, I'm living good, I'm living right by the beach, I'm able to do cool shit. And it kind of gives you a glimpse of like, damn, this is what life could be like if I just keep grinding and like I really make it, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because it gives you a motivation to work harder. I think the main problem with 90% of people is that they're just not ambitious. So if you dig a little deeper, why are people not ambitious? Well, one, society set up in a way to keep you lazy and keep you locked in the system. I'm not going to get into the whole, matrix thing, but hey, if you really think about it, it's real. But people are also unambitious because they're just in an uninspiring environment. As much as if you know me in real life, I always talk shit about my hometown. In my opinion, it's one of the saddest states in the entire country. It's surrounded by a bunch of people who are also in this sad, depressive mindset, who are never going to work towards anything. And it's very rare to see somebody actually make it out of here. So it's very nice to see like, oh shit, I'm making moves, I think your location, who you surround yourself by, what you're surrounded with, it really changes your mindset a lot. You know the quote, you're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Yet you still surround yourself with a bunch of dickheads who aren't doing shit. So it's like, it's kind of on you at that point. So I've kind of acknowledged that like, shit, I don't like my surroundings. So let's fucking change it for at least a little bit and then just see what it's like. So you definitely get a better life out here, which has given me that motivation. But it's also made me fall off a bit. I'll tell you why. You get here and you're like, oh shit, I'm rich. I can get anything I want. I have unlimited power. Every girl wants you, whatever. The list goes on. It's very easy to just kind of like fuck off and then just like go have fun every single day. Like you get a beer for like $1 here. Like it's so easy to just fall off of your routine, do whatever, just because there's always something for you. You know, when you're locked at home, you don't really have shit. It's much easier to just stay on the routine because you have nothing else. Yeah, about like weeks 2 and 3 here, I definitely fell off a bit, and I started to notice it because I started to feel worse because I was breaking my diet a bit more. I started seeing less money, so I was like, oh shit, okay. I started spending more money because although everything's cheap here, very easy to overspend. So I kind of started to see that, and I was like, okay, time to lock back in. So that was a big lesson for me. It taught me to be able to cut out the distractions, because even at home, I have a shit ton of distractions. And one of the reasons I went here is because I didn't want distractions. So the lesson I learned is that there's going to be distractions everywhere. It's just a matter of how you disregard them and continue to focus on what needs to be done. Another thing is that it's given me a lot of creative inspiration, because when I was just at home every single day, it was like the same thing over and over and over and over again. And I started to get really burnt out and just lazy and tired. Like I wasn't making as many videos because like I just didn't have anything to talk about. I wasn't passionate. I didn't really give a shit. So I was like, what's the point? I'm not gonna make a shit video, just make a shit video. Now that I'm out here, it's like that spark is relit. You know, eventually after a while, I can see that getting boring. Like as good as it is here, I can imagine like after a while, it's like, oh yeah, it's the same shit over and over again. So then I'll go back home and we'll see from there what I want to do. But it definitely helped me get that spark back. The final thing I'll say is that it's personally helped me learn how to get what I want a bit more. You have to be able to speak up in our society. And I was always a quiet person growing up. So being alone with literally nobody, you would think a person like me would kind of just like crumble, be super lonely, have no friends, get nothing. But it did the opposite, actually. It taught me to start speaking up, and I pretty much always get what I want here. I'm able to speak to whoever. It's probably the least lonely I've felt in like the last 5 years, which is pretty big, I'd say. And it's also crazy because I'm literally alone right now, 10,000 miles away from most of the people I've ever met. But it goes to show that location is a very big factor. Back at home, I have a very bad perception of the people there. Every time I tried to socialize, I feel like it would always go bad. And I'm out here in an inspiring place where the people are very friendly and want to socialize. So that's kind of helped me a bit. So what's the plan? Do I just fuck off and stay here forever? Probably not. As much as I do love it and I'm having a good time, I think it would cause too much complacency in life, because you can just settle, make $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 a month and just fuck off here for the rest of your life. But then you're never going to work towards anything greater. So I think if you're kind of in the earlier stages of, you know, your career, your business, whatever you're trying to build, I think this is an incredible spot to be in. But once you kind of get above like a certain dollar amount, or if you want to keep pushing, I think you got to leave. I'm not there yet. I still think I'm at a level to where this is a great place to be in, but I'm already calling it now. I can imagine after a long time, if I continue to grow and do what I do, I think I could get complacent here, which is not good. So for now, I'm gonna just keep enjoying my time, and we'll just keep working up in the world, going to different countries, seeing what's up. So maybe I inspired you by this, not sure, but if you are sold on it, this is what I would do if you're actually trying to come out here. I would pick where you want to go. I mean, it doesn't have to be Thailand. It could be anywhere. I just happen to choose here. There's cheaper countries. There's more expensive countries. It really all depends on what you like. I picked this. I really like it. I might try out some other places in the next couple months, but we'll see. And the first thing I would do is figure out the financials. That's going to be the big thing. I would get like an emergency fund of like 5 to 10 bands, depending on how long you're going to be out here. But I would ideally have money coming in before you get out here. So I was already selling beats every single day. And if you break down the math, like I did at the beginning, if you sell 1 beat a day, you could live a very good life here. So start getting placements, selling beats, doing collab sales, do whatever you want to do to make money. In my opinion, as a producer, the easiest way to get started is with type beats, but any of the other methods I listed work very well as well. Type beats for me was very easy to get started because there's no barrier to entry. Something like loops are much harder to make than a type beat, in my opinion, and most producers' opinion. Placements are very hard to get. You just have to send constantly, and you don't get paid as much as you think you get paid. So it really only leaves type beats, and there's a few other ones that I really like, but type beats has always been the easiest for me. I've done tons of videos on the type beat game, so I recommend checking those out after this. But if you can start a channel, blow it up within a few months, and then just get to like a sale per day, you can go out here and just live for like a few months like I'm doing and just really see your life transform. It makes me sad to see like all the people back at home that, and I don't mean to be offensive, but they're never gonna be anything. They have no ambition and they're just kind of stuck in their hometown. And I think their hometown is part of the reason they have no ambition. So it's like, I don't even blame them. It's just a bad cycle. It's like, you grow up here, you're surrounded by all these shit people. That gives you no motivation to work hard, so then you get no results. And it's like, you're trapped. It took me seeing other people make videos like this, which inspired me to get out of that circle and into my own thing of, I want to be more ambitious than the rest. I'm going to start consuming this content and, you know, maybe not physically surrounding myself with people, but at least consuming content, which kind of puts me in the same mindset of people that I want to be around, which then forces me to work harder, which then gives me the life I'm in right now. So I don't know if that made sense, but that's kind of how I've always pictured it. So yeah, that's kind of the life update. I'm super excited about this. I did like a little day in the life video. I think I'm going to post that maybe next week or something. I have a couple other countries I may be traveling to, so you guys will see vlogs, stuff of that nature. Yeah, just a little quick one today, unscripted, unedited, really. Just wanted to yap about life a little bit because this is where I've been, and I genuinely think every single person out there should try it. Just leave the hometown for like, even if it's like 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever. Do a little something, gain a little bit of life lore. I've gained a lot of stories to tell. Yeah, that's exactly what I would do, especially if you're young. There's no better time to do it than now. The world is changing at rapid rates, and this kind of seems to be the meta for life right now. So get out there, go explore the world. I'll see you in the next one.